Okay guys, here's the cap. This is what it looks like prior to us doing anything. You can see the weather's really kind of worked on it. And I've got to get all this cleaned up. And I'm going to change out these LED lights. And when I get through, I'll take a look. We'll take a look at it and see how it looks. Good morning guys. I'm going to show you this cap. You'll notice, unlike the front cap, this thing was glued to death. I like to knock out the thing off. I mean, it was on there, and it's right. This is all right by the windshield, and you're trying to cut that out and not break that windshield that's right below it was a task. And then here, right along the edge, you notice these brackets here. I'll show you the other side. There wasn't nothing holding nothing on that, so everything's held here. So I'm gonna come around here. I'm gonna add some screws here to screw that off. I'm not even going to worry about these screws here because they're just not doing it. I'll show you. There's the back side, and you see where I cut it. That's up on the top of the roof. I got to get all that scraped off. But look at this bracket right here. You can see that just ain't doing nothing. So we're going to work on that and try to get that squared away. And then these things, if you have to replace these up in the cab, they're really hard. So we're going to change them now while we got them out. Let me flip this over. I'll be right back. I'll show you what this looks like, and then I'll show it to you after the fact. Hey guys, I wanted to show you something. I thought I'd share it with you because it made a difference. As you can see, I'm scraping off this sealant, self-leveling sealant that's on the top. And if you'll notice, I'm using a plastic razor blade, and I recommend that you use that on your fiberglass finish. The secret to these things, this thing will take this stuff right off quick, but you got to swap the razor blade. You got to turn it over every 6 inches or so, and because the edge goes off the razor blade very, very quickly on these plastic ones. It also works great on the decals. I found the same thing with the heat gun and the decals. So every 4, 5, 6 inches, you can tell when it's not doing a good job. If you'll swap it and flip it around and get a new one, your work will be half of what you had to do before. So, you know, you don't want to use a regular razor blade on your fiberglass finish because it'll scratch it. So you want to take and use these plastic razor blades, but when you use them, swap the blades out and swap them out a lot. Go get you 100 or so. And swap them out. They're not expensive, and it'll cut your work. You won't be scraping and scrubbing and all that stuff. The only thing I have found, you know, some of the silicone sealants like RV Pro, that's some sticky mess, and so that's a little harder to do. So but this will take off most of the self-leveling, and it won't damage anything, and it goes really quick if you just swap it out. I have one more tip for you. I've got to cut all this caulk out, sealant from the front of the cap. Now, I'm not going to be able to talk, but I'll kind of show just a minute of how to do that. What I found to be easy. You may find your own way, but I think this works. So just I'll watch and I'll kind of show you. Anyway, can't get much easier than that. It takes it right off. It really cuts it right off there and gets it down to where we can reseal this cap. Here we go. I have finished cleaning off the edges all along. I got most of it off. I didn't try to get it all off. I kind of wanted to not gouge the fiberglass, but it's a smooth surface. Let's see if you can kind of see it. I don't know if you can see it or not, but that's kind of a smooth surface, not too many humps and bumps. And then we'll put plenty of sealant. I believe Winnebago bought out the whole factory and put all the sealant they could find on this cap. I like to never got it off. I will tell you, probably one of the hardest things to do was get this front of this cap off, and you're working right over the top of the windshield. So really a tough situation there. So, but here's my caps all cleaned. I'm gonna start working on the top, and then I'll show you that when I get through. Okay guys, here's the finished cap. I've put the new lighting on it and have cleaned it up, polished it out. If you look at the video from before, quite a difference.